stories would have to be the one of the three brothers. However, the one about the staring oboist is a close second, though I won't tell you how that one ends. Mr. Campbell has been such a big part of my life. Without him, I would have never found my passion. He's encouraging, silly, and so fun to be around, and hopefully one day I'll become one of his stories.
Consists of attending CDCC and completing the radiology technician program there. I would like to take this time to nominate Mark Campbell as my profound educator. I chose him because of the positive impact he has had on my life and the time spent at Amherst County High School. When I transferred here, I became part of the Amherst County Marching Band, and instead of treating me like an outsider, he welcomed me with open arms and immediately treated me like I had always been a part of this community. This is just one of the many examples that shows how kind and caring Mr. Campbell is.
Next, we have Lyra Glaser and Kaylee Wooten are honoring Dr. Michael Justice.
When I was thinking through potential teachers to nominate for this award, I was faced with an important question. How much does the length of time I've known someone matter in their importance to me? I might not have known Dr. Michael Justice for nearly as long as some of my other teachers, but that does not invalidate or lessen the impact he's had on me throughout the course of this year. Over the past 8 months, Dr. Justice has continuously made an effort to treat all of the students in my class as equals, and his classroom were treated as young adults, not teenagers. And as such, he makes an effort to ensure that we're learning applicable life skills besides just statistics inside his classroom. The most prominent example I can think of would be about maintaining a healthy work-life balance. And one of the first things I learned about Dr. Justice was that he was first and foremost an ecologist. And as such, he spent many of his weekends and breaks bird watching or going on safaris, and that these hobbies are what allowed him to keep his spark in life. Furthermore, he's not afraid to give us the unfiltered truth of a situation, even if it may not be what we want to hear. I've never believed that you need to have known a person for an extremely long time in order to understand them or influence them. And that's shown through our fleeting relationships with people like educators, employees, and acquaintances. Dr. Justice, you've taught us more than just statistics. You've taught us skills that will last our entire lives, and for that I thank you.
The next student is Kamira Robinson, who is not in attendance tonight, but will be honoring Monica Dalton. So Ms. Dalton, if you could come to the podium. And I am honored to receive the Golden A Award today. This award gives me a great sense of accomplishment on my educational journey as I head on to college. Today, I want to honor a teacher that I am very grateful for, Mrs. Dalton. She has pushed me and others to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be. She has always wanted only the best for us, not only as students, but as individuals. Mrs. Dalton is an understanding and kind teacher, which makes her very easy to talk to and learn from. I am very thankful that I was given the opportunity to learn from her and glad that I got to be one of her students. Thank you again for the chance to receive this award. It is an honor for which I am very appreciative of. Casey Rawson is honoring Jill Will.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Casey, and I plan on studying mechanical engineering at either Longwood University or ODU. My love for math and STEM as a whole originated in Miss Will's classroom. She taught and engaged with others with a level of compassion that is all too rare in today's world. Her impact showed me how far gaining a level of understanding and support goes when building relationships with others. Mrs. Guel is a reminder that education is not just about teaching, but rather growing the whole person, intellectually, emotionally, and socially. I'm grateful for the lessons she has taught me and the excellent example she has set. Thank you.
Noah Seychow is honoring Kimberly Gomez. That was my fault, I apologize.
Hey everybody, my name is Noah Seychow. I plan to attend William & Mary next year to study linguistics and computational and applied mathematics and statistics. And I hope to do the 4+1 program so I can earn a master's in public policy. So throughout my time in Amherst County, especially as I recently through early college, I've met some extraordinary teachers and mentors who have poured themselves into me. But the truth is, if it weren't for the support of Miss Goins, my academic journey could have been very different. While transitioning into middle school, like many, I faced challenges. However, the greatest of which was when I experienced a sudden and drastic personal and familial change, which temporarily altered my living circumstances. Because of this, in the following year, my interest and effort in schoolwork and learning eventually dissipated, and in substitution, the acceptance and attention of my peers had my priority. This led to class disruptions and a gradual yet harrowing change in my behavior. It was this change in behavior and suboptimal grades that eventually led to school officials replacing my entire class schedule. I remember now the apprehension I felt in conversation when faced with the odds of failing 7th grade. With no more than a month into my new class schedule, a national quarantine mandate was issued. Although initially uncertain of its implications for me passing 7th grade, I was incredibly relieved to know that I would be, considering the COVID policy. In the following school year, I had a new perspective and mindset that realized the importance of excelling in academics. However, starting the year, I was taken off the advanced track that I once been on. Weeks into my courses, I knew they weren't the place for me, and I had so much more to give and be offered. And here is where Ms. Goins helped me out. Through one small, likely poorly written email that I sent, my academic trajectory had been changed. Without any apparent hesitation or justified doubt, Ms. Goins responded to me and graciously put me back in advanced classes. If it weren't for Ms. Goins' compassion and support, I would likely not be the person who I am today. Given the amazing opportunities and experiences and teachers who I've been, I definitely would not have been waitlisted from one of the best universities in the world.
We also have where Jocelyn Sevilla is honoring Jonathan Collins. She couldn't be here today. Is Mr. Collins here? All right, so Jocelyn wrote, I am an NHS member and honored student who plans to study psychology at Radford University after graduation. I have chosen John Collins to be my profound educator, as he is an excellent teacher who strives to make every day an adventure. When I walked into his classroom, I felt like I was being taught rather than lectured, which is a talent not many other teachers have, and she underlined taught. I have learned a lot from physics, but what will stick with me for the rest of my life is the readiness and excitement Mr. Collins had while speaking in front of his students. That passion influenced me to carry a positive attitude wherever I may end up in life. John Collins is an unforgettable educator with the incredible ability to teach his favorite subject, and for that, I say thank you. Kaylin Smith is honoring Michelle King Smith.
Good evening, and thank you all for coming. My
name is Caitlin Smith, and tonight is a night to honor those who have made an impact on the graduating class of 2025. In the 4 years of high school, I have learned that many people make it their goal to educate others. Teachers, coaches, and staff educate their students on geometry, the life of Frida Kahlo, how to correct our grammar, how to prepare us for college, and so much more. For some, though, the goal is to make an impact, and that is what this person has done for me. I've taught lessons that I will forever carry with me throughout my life and throughout my career of being a firefighter EMT. This person has taught me how to support my teammates and those on opposing teams, how to believe in myself when all is lost, how to look at life in such a way that makes me cherish each moment, no matter the good or the bad. I remember one day that I was running in a track meet. I was running in the 100-meter hurdles. The gun went off. I ran towards the hurdle. Next thing I knew, I was on the ground and there was blood all over my leg. I was scared and I was confused. The only thing I heard and remembered in that moment that seemed to stop everything in time was somebody yelling at me in the silence, "Get up." So I did. Life is going to throw so many things at me, and I know that this one person telling me to get up in the middle of a race is going to be there for it all. So thank you, Mom, for teaching me how to get back up, and for 26 years of making an impact.
Abby Speaker is honoring Lisa Lobb.
Hi, I'm Abby. I'm going to CBCC for radiology after high school. Sorry, I chose to observe Lisa Lobb as my profound educator, and I guess let me start by saying Miss Lobb I met her through Allie. She already came up here. And as soon as I met her, she took me in. She was funny. I loved her so much. And I decided to go to college because of Miss Lobb. You know, she was the first person to introduce me to radiology, and she encouraged me to try it. And she is way more than a teacher to me. She is my second mother. She is always pushing me to do my best, and her encouragement has always helped me work harder in anything I do, including freak out, because I would not get through that without you. You are incredibly funny and outgoing, and I love you so much. And Allie is like a sister, and our families are just so close, and we have so many great memories. And you taught me so much about life and responsibility, and every chance was a chance to learn, and you were the most influential person in my life. And it's my honor because I needed this award. I love you so much.
Madeline Thompson is honoring Larry Johnston.
Hi, I'm Madeline, and I'm honored to give my Profound Educator Award to my brother teacher, Mr. Johnson. He has been the most impactful teacher during my journey as a student, boosting my confidence and helping me achieve my dreams. Thank you.
Millie Tomlin is honoring Brooke Glass.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Millie Tomlin, and I'm excited to share that I will be going to Longwood University to study elementary education.
I want to take a moment to thank someone special who helped me a lot on my journey, Miss Glass, my reading teacher at Pleasant View Elementary School. Twice a week, Miss Glass welcomed me and a few classmates into her classroom, where we focused on our reading skills. While we were there to learn, Miss Glass connected us on a personal level. We often found ways to chat about our favorite places to shop, the pens we adored, or our weekend adventures. I remember how we would sometimes draw her into conversation to delay our reading assignments, especially when we read Stuart Little, a book we hated and would complain about every day. Miss Glass taught me how to read more fluently and helped me sound out words so I could pronounce them with confidence. She made each of us feel valued and never letting us feel bad just because we had struggles with reading. Her encouragement to practice reading outside the classroom made a huge difference in my progress. I grew stronger in my skills and reached a point where I could read without her guidance. I am truly grateful for the patience and kindness she showed me. Without Miss Glass, I could not have been able to deliver this speech today. I'll forever cherish the lessons she taught me and the loving environment she created. Thank you.
Elizabeth Tyree and Miranda Watkins are honoring Caitlin Thomas.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Elizabeth, and after high school, I plan to attend the University of Lynchburg where I will become a physician's assistant. I also want to share how it's been 7 years since I sat in Mrs. Caitlin Thomas's classroom in the 5th grade, but somehow she is still such an important teacher in my life. You would think that elementary school would just be a faded memory, lost in the midst of growing up, but not with Miss Thomas. Even as a high school senior, I still feel connected to her, not just as a former student, but as someone she continues to support and inspire. Miss Thomas wasn't just a teacher to me. She was a mentor, a role model, and a constant source of encouragement. Sharing this class with my best friend Miranda allowed us to both see that she believed in us before we knew how to believe in ourselves. We reminisce on our time spent in her classroom and vividly remember her kindness, patience, and passion for teaching, which shaped not only our academic journeys, but the people we are today. Some teachers leave a mark that time can't erase, and Miss Thomas is that teacher for me, and I'm beyond honored to nominate her as my profound educator.
Hi, my name is Miranda Watkins, and after high school I plan to attend CBCC to become a radiology technician. I've had so many incredible educators throughout the years, and I wouldn't be here today without their guidance and support and encouragement. However, the teacher who had the biggest impact on me throughout my school years was my 5th grade teacher, Miss Thomas, which is why I chose her as my profound educator. What really made Miss Thomas special was the atmosphere she created in her classroom. She always maintained such a positive and welcoming environment where you felt comfortable and supported. She ensured each of us felt valued and capable. My best friend Elizabeth and I both had her at the same time, and we still bond over the experience of being in her class. Her kindness and encouragement helped me prepare for the middle school and gave me the confidence to enter a new place with new people. Even 7 years after having her as a teacher, she's still been in contact, and as I move forward with my career, I'll always be grateful to have Miss Thomas as a teacher.
Brianna Vergara Alfaro is honoring Whitney Barnett.
Hi everyone, my name is Brianna Vergara Alfaro. I'm 18 and I'll be attending VCU in the fall to pursue a bachelor's in elementary education. I'm very grateful to be standing here and so incredibly thankful for all of my teachers, family, and friends who support me, especially Miss Barnett, who's been my rock for the past 2 years. She's incredibly strong for doing what she does, and she inspires me to be a better person. She's motivated me to be a stable presence in other people's lives as a teacher, and I wouldn't be the person I am without her.
Seth Johnson is honoring Chef Phillips.
Thank you to everyone who made this day possible for me, because trust me, I never thought I'd be up here on the stage receiving this awards. Thank you to everyone. My goal after graduation is to attend Randolph College in the fall, and my hope is to major in mathematics with a minor in business, and I want to be a CPA. Everyone here has some sort of impact on me, and it's been a major factor in my achievements. There is one person specifically who helped me make it to the finish line, and that person is my culinary instructor, Chef Phillips. This year, I was given the privilege to serve as an intern for Amherst County's Culinary Arts Department, and at the last minute, it was announced that we'd have a new teacher. So walking down to the kitchen on my first day, I was nervous as all get out because I wanted to make a good first impression. As soon as I entered the classroom, I see none other than one of my family members as the teacher, and I knew right then that the internship would be awesome. Throughout the year, Chef Phillips has served as a major influence on my academics, athletics, and passion for learning and achieving greatness. Along with his advice he's given me in regards to culinary arts, which I plan on using in cooking every meal, he's also served as an influential mentor and has increased my confidence both in the classroom and out in the world, inspiring me to go out and make a difference. Thank you for all the support and inspiring me to make a difference. Thank you.
Savannah Knowles is honoring Shannon Presnell.
Hello, my name is Savannah Knowles, and I will be attending college in the fall to study nursing. Today I have the opportunity to honor an educator who has had an impact on my life during my time as an Amherst County student. I have chosen Mr. Shannon Presnell as my profound educator. Mr. Presnell was my teacher for one of my elective classes my freshman year. This was actually his last year teaching this class, as he then got promoted to a higher position. I continued to take the next level of the class my sophomore year, and I enjoyed it. Mr. Presnell played a vital role in my experience at Amherst County High School. Even after his promotion from teaching, he always checked on me when he saw me, asking how school was going and making sure I was doing good. He pushed me to do better for myself and encouraged me that I could do whatever I set my mind to. Mr. Presnell is a very kind-hearted person who has a lot of empathy for individuals. His admirable qualities and traits is what makes him such a good educator, and I am pleased to have had the opportunity to be one of his students. Thank you.
Andrew Marsh is honoring Patty Gibbons.
Good evening, my name is Andrew Marsh. I'm a senior here at Amherst County. After I graduate, I plan to go to James Madison and major in kinesiology. For my profound educator, I chose Miss Gibbons. She was my third grade teacher at Elon. I can't remember a time where I didn't look forward to her class. She had such a knack for making learning fun, which is not easy to do. What truly set her apart was her kindness towards all of her students, and she made each of them feel valued in the classroom. Miss Gibbons is the perfect example of how a good teacher can have a lasting impact on the lives of the students, as she did with me. Thank you, Miss Gibbons.
Cole McConnell is honoring Christy Munn.
Good evening. My name is Phil McConnell, and in the fall I'll be attending James Madison University to major in media arts and design. There's one teacher that has consistently demonstrated support to me in and out of the classroom, beginning in 3rd grade at the end of my senior year. Miss Christy Munn was my 3rd grade teacher at Pleasant View Elementary School. Miss Munn was passionate about making sure our students succeeded academically, and they were appropriately challenged along the way. Miss Munn pushed me to get additional opportunities outside the classroom by getting me involved in the TAG program. In addition, she sparked my interest in reading by introducing me to the Gary Paulson book series, including Hatchet. Miss Munn also allowed me unique opportunities in the classroom, which is creating a leap year rap themed Whip and Nay Nay, which was performed for the superintendent. She also taught me a valuable lesson about leadership and responsibility when she put me in charge of being the primary caretaker of our trout our class was raising. Miss Munn remained dedicated to my success by supporting me by reaching out via email, as well as attending all 4 musicals I performed in here at the high school. Hope we can remain in touch through college. Thank you for making a lasting impact on me.
Nathan McMurray and Liam Mulhern are honoring Donnie Revel.
Hello, my name is Nathan McMurray, and I plan to attend JMU in the fall to study kinesiology. And I selected Coach Revel to be my profound educator. When I first met Coach Revel over 3 years ago, when I was just beginning my freshman year, he was a really big mentor to me, like just through everything, like in the weight room, just showing me what to do. And going to weight training and having Coach Revel push me to be my best every day, it was always a constant. The lessons he gave me, they did not stop in the weight room. They've carried me on like throughout my life. When first meeting him, you'd think he's pretty harsh, but if you did what you were told and gave him 100%, I do not believe there's a more kind and more caring teacher. However, anyone that has had Coach Revel, you know when you do not do what's expected of you, he wouldn't hesitate to call you a jackwagon. I've heard that one a time or two. And many times after class, Coach Revel, he'd pull me aside and tell me how much he appreciated my hard work and how willing I was to give him my best. And that's all I needed to continue to push myself. This little bit of recognition it meant a lot to me, and it's helped me become the person I am today. Thank you, Coach Revel.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Liam Mulhern, and I plan to attend Liberty University in the fall and begin working towards my bachelor's degree of science in the aeronautics department. Coming into high school my first year, I signed up to take weight training with hopes of building muscles similar to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Little did I know that I would actually have to put in effort to build that muscle. And this reality check hit me hard as I had become very content with playing Fortnite during quarantine and was unfamiliar with what it meant to actually work hard. That was until I met my weight training coach, Coach Revel. Coach Revel was not particularly fond of laziness, especially in the weight room, and as a freshman who feared being called a daggum jackwagon, I began to finally develop a work ethic. And as I progressed in weight training, I finally understood what it meant to work hard. Coach Revel continued to push me as I started to get stronger by shouting encouraging phrases such as "atta baby" or "my sister lifts more weight than that." However, validation from Coach Revel was not an everyday occurrence, so hearing those "atta babies" was truly special. The lack of constant praise from Coach Revel also taught me the importance of never being complacent, because if he did congratulate me every day, then I likely would not have worked as hard as I did. I vividly remember Coach Revel's last day at the high school when he told everyone his goodbyes as he was retiring. At that moment, I realized that I would have been a vastly different person than I am today without the lessons that he taught me. So I owe the credit of my work ethic to Coach Revel, as without him, I would likely still be weak playing Fortnite somewhere. So thanks, Coach Revel.
Preston McFadder is honoring Kiston McFadder.
Good evening. My name is Preston McFadden. This fall I'll be attending Virginia Tech and majoring in business. Attending a good college, specifically Virginia Tech, has been a goal of mine ever since I was in elementary school. While I've put in a lot of hard work over the years to achieve this goal, I would not have been able to do it by myself. I wouldn't have been nearly as successful if it wasn't for the greatest educator I know, Miss McFadden. Or as I know her, my mother. Miss McFadden has pushed me to be the best version of myself my entire life. She's the most passionate, hard-working woman that I know. She approaches every challenge that comes her way with the mentality that she is going to make something positive out of it. She's ingrained these values in me almost daily for my entire life. Whether it be when she pushed me to reach out to teachers to redo assignments I got bad grades on, or ask for help when I don't fully understand the material, even though I felt uncomfortable doing it. Over the years, this has become an easy thing for me. Was a shy, awkward kid in elementary and middle school, I would have never been able to learn this, had not been for how amazing of a teacher my mother was to me. I often get nervous when thinking about how I'm becoming an adult, but that nervous feeling goes away when I remember that my mother will be there with me every step of the way. Miss McFadden is not only the best educator I know, she's also my best friend, and the most important person in my life. I love you, Mom.
Holly Merritt is honoring Leslie Clark.
Hi everyone, my name is Holly Merritt and I'm a senior at Amherst County High School. My plans after high school are to attend Central College of Nursing for their ADM program. I plan to work in the emergency room or labor and delivery. My profound educator is Leslie Clark. Ms. Clark has made such an impact on my life throughout these 4 years. She wasn't just my high school counselor, she was a second mom to me. She had always had my best interests at heart no matter what. Anytime I was having a bad day or something was going on, she would always let me come to her office and sit and talk about whatever was going on. Overall, Ms. Clark has played a huge role in molding me into the person I am today. This has allowed me to grow and be where I am as a graduating senior today. Thank you.
Devin Warcombe is honoring Brooke Schober.
Now get ready to watch her cry. Hi everyone, my name is Devin Warcombe and I'll be attending Longwood University to major in primary education. Although I can't say I made it this far on my own. Brooke Schober, who I've been with since sophomore year and attached by the hip ever since. From the moment she flipped the light switch on, it was as if she lit up the whole school. Ms. Schober doesn't just teach students, she transforms a classroom into a room full of learning and laughs, turning lessons into life skills and stress into slightly more manageable stress with a coffee or two. The truth is, she hasn't just impacted individual students. She shaped a community. Her energy, her heart, and her "you've got this" spirit have lifted all of us. I may be the one with the GPA and diploma in hand, but she's the one with the passion, the kind that lifts students up and helps them believe that you can finish anything you set your mind to. She certainly did that for me. And as the great philosopher Hannah Montana said, it's the climb, and Miss Schober, you made every step a little easier and a lot more rewarding. Thank you.
Callie Mullins and Wyatt Oliver are honoring Ronald McCaffrey.
During my time here, I had many astounding educators, but one in particular helped me rediscover my dream of working with cars in the automotive engineering industry. For that, I cannot be more thankful. Thank you, Mr. McCaffrey, for leaving such a positive imprint on myself and many other students.
Hi, my name is Wyatt Oliver, and I plan on joining the United States Air Force after high school. I want to honor Ronald McCaffrey as my profound educator. Being in McCaffrey's class has inspired me to do mechanical work in the Air Force. Over the past 3 years, Mr. McCaffrey and I have built a great friendship working alongside each other in the shop. He has been there and guided me in the right direction for learning how to be in the automotive field. There's no one else I would rather give this award to than Mr. McCaffrey. Thank you.
Jade Nichols is honoring Rita Hartless.
Good evening. My name is Jade Nichols. After high school, I plan to complete my prerequisites at CVCC and then transfer to PVCC for their ultrasound type program. My inspiring educator that I chose is Rita Hartless. I chose Ms. Hartless because of her profound impact on my education and her remarkable teaching abilities. She was the best English teacher I've ever had, and she taught me everything I needed to know. Her loving nature and dedication to her students as well as my class a safe space for all. I will never forget her and everything she did for me. Thank you, Ms. Hartless, for all you have done.
Allison Dabrowski is honoring Jessie Kidd. Allison couldn't be here tonight. Allison wrote, I am a senior here at Amherst County High School. I plan to attend Central College in January of 2026 to obtain my associate's degree in nursing. One teacher who really impacted me was Mrs. Kidd. She was my biology teacher in 10th grade, and she always made class fun and enjoyable. Mrs. Kidd was there to assist me every time I needed help. She always inspired me to do better, and this will forever stick with me. Destiny Drumheller is honoring Seeger Jordan.
Hello, my name is Destiny Drumheller, and after high school I plan to attend James Madison University and work towards being a lawyer. The teacher I chose to highlight is Mr. Jordan. Throughout my high school experience, he's always helped me through multiple problems I've had to face, and not only has he been a great administrator, but he's also been like a friend. One of my favorite memories with Mr. Jordan comes from the Europe trip this past summer in Spain. We were all singing Gasolina together at the top of our lungs. And it's been an inside joke ever since. Thank you, Mr. Jordan, for making high school more tolerable. And also, happy birthday.
Lacey Ellington and Leah McFadden are honoring Desiree Bryant.
Hi, my name is Lacey Ellington, and I will be attending Liberty University to get my BSN in nursing this upcoming fall. I dedicate this award to the person that I look up to the most, Ms. Bryant. 2 years of being your student has impacted my life so much. You inspired me to be a better person. With every class so full of love and passion, because of you, I found my love for healthcare, and I couldn't be more grateful. Thank you for encouraging me
every step of the way. Thank you for all the extra efforts you make to help us grow and the challenges you encourage us to face to help us become who we are. Thank you for not only being my teacher, but also for being a friend when I needed it most. I'm truly so thankful for everything you have done for me.
Hi, my name is Leah McFadden, and I will be attending Radford University Carilion for nursing. I am extremely excited to start my journey into the medical field, and I have someone very special to thank for that. My teacher that I chose to talk about today is Ms. Desiree Bryant. There is so much I could say about Ms. Bryant, and it will all be positive. She has been the most amazing teacher I've ever had. She is always there for every single one of her students, and she loves and cherishes the connection she makes with us. Anytime I had a question about if I was doing something wrong during clinical, she was always there to help immediately and was always so nice and caring about it. I never felt ashamed or scared to ask her for help because I knew she would help me and always help me understand what I was doing and why I was doing it. I am so happy that I have a lifelong friend and mentor to help me through my healthcare journey and life, and just life in general. I also got the pleasure of being her intern this year, and I am truly grateful that I got to spend as much time as I did with Ms. Bryant. She is always there to listen no matter the subject. She is supportive and trustworthy. I could not ask for a better teacher and friend. Thank you, Ms. Bryant.
Amira Irami and Emily Stennett are honoring Michael Picard.
Good evening. My name is Amira Irami. I plan on attending Florida Southern College next year to study political science. Throughout my years at Amherst and the CVCC Amherst Center, I've met several teachers who have inspired me. However, my golden A nominee is Mr. Picard. There's many reasons why Mr. Picard is my golden A nominee, and the main reason is that he was extremely patient in our class. He always let his students ask important questions, and he was an inspiration to me because despite having to deal with difficult kids, he was a very kind and loving soul. Thank you, Mr. Picard.
Hi everyone, my name is Emily Stennett, and I plan to attend the University of Lynchburg to major in nursing. For the Golden A Award, I chose to nominate none other than Mr. Picard, my 10th grade chemistry teacher. This class was one of the most challenging, yet rewarding experiences of my high school career. It pushed me to think critically and take ownership of my learning. This helped me in college courses I later took at CVCC Amherst Center. Mr. Picard was straightforward and to the point. He expected us to put in effort and try things for ourselves before asking for help. While we had our moments, I am truly grateful for the impact his teachings had on me both in and out of the classroom.
Alyssa Farrell and McKenna Harvey are honoring Wanda Chandler.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Farrell, and I plan to attend Liberty University to study criminal justice to become a crimes investigator, along with obtaining my bachelor's degree. I have chosen Rhonda Chandler for my profound educator, as she is my favorite teacher that I have ever had in all my years of school from kindergarten until now. I had Mrs. Chandler my freshman year of high school as my health and PE teacher. I chose her as my profound educator because she provided support and guidance during the many challenges I faced during my freshman year that many people didn't know of. I always look forward to seeing Mrs. Chandler every day during class because she was someone who would listen to me and give me advice on anything I asked or told her. As I look towards my future, I will always remember the empathy and compassion that Mrs. Chandler has shown me, and I hope that many others admire her as much as I do.
Hi guys, my name is McKenna, and I'll be attending Longwood University this fall to pursue a future in nursing. After I finish college, I plan to go into pediatrics or neonatology. The profound educator I've chosen today is Miss Chandler. It's been 3 years since I was enrolled in her class. 3 whole years. Yeah, I know, time flies. 10th grade year, I didn't have Miss Chandler, but I never failed to walk into the other gym to talk to her. Funny thing, the kids in that class actually thought she was my mom. Miss Chandler has made a very significant impact on both my academic and everyday life. She never failed to give me the encouragement I needed to push through tough times. Her strong, independent attitude made her one of the women that I look up to.
Christian Freeman is honoring Roy Pryor.
Hi everyone, my name is Christian Freeman. After high school, I plan on joining the United States Marine Corps Reserves. I leave for basic training on June 10th, so I don't really get a lot of time here till I leave, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to be a telecommunications technician within the Marines, and then I plan on coming back for my bachelor's degree in political science, and one day I want to be the President of the United States. My choice for my profound educator was Mr. Roy Pryor. I had his class in 9th and 10th grade, 9th for construction technology and 10th for building trades 1. It's got to be my absolute favorite class that I've taken throughout my whole school career from kindergarten to now. People who know me know that I'm infatuated with history, but Mr. Pryor made building trades a lot more interesting than that. During some of my worst days, the only thing I had to look forward to was coming to Mr. Pryor's class. If I was having the worst day you can imagine times 10, I was happy with Mr. Pryor. As a child, I was never very inclined with things like building stuff, getting my hands dirty, anything like that. But Mr. Pryor helped me find a love for that. And in his class, I got to do a lot of things that most people don't get to do, like walk on the roof of the school, or clean out a ceiling, or more importantly, build a valuable and meaningful relationship with a teacher. Thank you.
Selena Garland is honoring Bobby Campbell.
Hi, my name is Selena Garland, and after high school, I plan to go to VCU to major in pre-medicine. For my profound educator, I chose Miss Bobby, a secretary at Temperance Elementary School. Miss Bobby has always been there for me and my family, and was always there if I needed someone to talk to. She has impacted my life by encouraging me to continue achieving my goals and staying true to myself.
Carlin Gilbert is honoring Teresa Dix.
Hi, I'm Carlin Gilbert. I plan to attend Sweetbriar in the fall. I want to start by thanking Ms. Dix for everything she has done for me and the school. Many people don't realize how much she does for our school, so she never receives the proper respect or recognition she deserves. Senior year has been rough for me, which is ironic because people say it's supposed to be the best year of my life. Some days I dreaded getting up and coming to school, but Ms. Dix never failed to make my days a little better. Every time she saw me in a down mood, she would ask if I was okay, and she would make me feel better. I do not think there is a day that I did not leave the office without a smile on my face. Even when she was not feeling her best, she always put on a smile, did her job, and was there for others who needed her. Ms. Dix has encouraged, supported, and believed in me this entire school year, especially when I was applying for college. Having someone who is really supportive and proud besides my parents made me feel worthy. I still remember the day I told her I got into college with a full ride. She came and gave me the hugest hug, and I thought she was going to explode from happiness. She has made it easier for me to take the next step in life, and I am extremely grateful for the time I've spent with her, because she has inspired me to be better. She is the perfect example of what a role model should be.
Danielle Hartless and Zariah Harvey are honoring Mary Hughes.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am so grateful and blessed to be receiving the Golden A Award today. My name is Danielle Hartless, and after graduation, I'll be attending Virginia Tech, majoring in animal science on a pre-vet track. Before I move on to this next chapter of my life, I'd like to take this moment to thank a teacher who left a lasting impact on me, even 10 years later. I chose Ms. Hughes as my profound educator because her love for teaching and her students was unlike anything I've ever experienced from any other teacher. She made learning feel like home, like we were more than just kids in her classroom, but we were her kids. She cared for me in a way I've never forgotten, and even after all these years, the warmth she showed me still stands out. I still remember the little things, like playing Just Dance in her room, and her letting us brush her hair like she was one of our own. In second grade, I even wrote in my little Monster High journal that my favorite person was Miss Hugs, because I didn't know how to spell Miss Hughes. Although, in all honesty, I believe that the name was fitting, because that's exactly what her classroom always felt like to me, one big hug. The best part about all of this is that somewhere in her classroom right now, I know that there's another little 8-year-old who loves her as much as I did 10 years ago. The 8-year-old will soon turn 18, wishing that they could turn back time and go back to being in Miss Hughes' classroom. That's the kind of teacher Miss Hughes is, the kind you never forget. Miss Hughes, your kindness and love made a difference in my life, and I'm so grateful as your student. You inspired me and all your other students to always be the best we can by showing us gentle love and pure patience. Thank you for making second grade so special and being a teacher I'll always remember you.
My name is Zariah Harvey, and I am excited to share my plans after high school. I have decided to pursue a degree in interior design at Radford University. One of the most significant influences on my educational journey has been Mrs. Hughes. Her passion for teaching and genuine care for her students has had a lasting impact on my life. I remember walking into her classroom for the first time and feeling an immediate sense of warmth and encouragement. She has a unique ability to make learning engaging and personal, which has helped me to thrive academically and personally. My favorite memory of Mrs. Hughes was when I first entered her classroom. There was a picture of my aunt hanging on her wall of students, and every time I saw that picture, it inspired me to have mine up there next to her one day. This thrill pushed me to work harder in her class, and throughout this journey, I realized how much I appreciated her teachings and support. Even though I am no longer the tiny second grader who would not leave my teacher's side, I remain connected to Mrs. Hughes throughout my life. She has a way of making students feel seen and valued, and I am grateful for how she has helped me to discover my interests and my potential. Thank you.
Noah Hensley is honoring Tabitha Ailes.
Hello, my name is Noah Hensley, and I will be graduating this year. After high school is done, I plan on going to Radford University because I wish to become an animator, and I think that their art program is going to really help me. I've always liked animation because I just thought it was really interesting how many people could come together and draw thousands of individual pictures to create a cartoon. Now, for my profound educator, I chose Miss Ailes because I always really liked her class. I never necessarily liked math, but the way that she handled her classes with occasional hands-on projects made me genuinely interested in what we are learning, and it kept me engaged throughout. She also gets along really well with all of her students, and she made us feel respected, which I really appreciated. I think it's teachers like her that made school feel more fun and welcoming, and so I'm just glad that I could bring some more attention to her. I would like to thank her, so yeah.
Eden Hotaling is honoring Diane Bretsko.
Hello, my name is Eden. I will be attending Randolph College in the fall to major in English education, and it's all thanks to a profound educator that shaped my life. I had the pleasure of being in Miss G's class when I was in English in 7th grade. Even though that school year was cut short due to COVID, Mrs. G and her classes still had a long-lasting impact on my life. It is because of her that I chose to go into the English career field, because she made every class engaging and fun. Everything from the class structure, my friends, the innovative assignments, and especially the teacher have influenced my life, even now, years down the road. It is thanks to Miss G that I have developed a love for teaching, reading, and the English subject as a whole. I vividly remember all of the creative projects that we got to do, like the pumpkin carving contest, our jury trial for the outsiders, and so much more. Miss G inspired me every day in amazing ways, and I feel honored to be here and acknowledge her as my profound educator. Thank you.
Emily Hunt is honoring Tara Hotaling. And Ava Mangold.
Good evening. I'm Emily Hunt, and I plan to attend college to go into counseling. And for my profound educator, I've selected Tara Hotaling for her support and encouragement she consistently provides to myself and other students. Ms. Hotaling puts an impressive amount of time and energy into the students of Amherst County High School, going above and beyond to make her classroom an engaging and welcoming environment for all of her classes, and spending countless afternoons after school as a sponsor for one-act plays and other student activities. She has had an undeniable impact on my life and has never stopped encouraging me to pursue my dreams, even when it means stepping outside of my comfort zone. Throughout the time I have known her, Ms. Hotaling has been a constant supporter and voice of encouragement, and I am incredibly grateful for her and her influence on my life. I'm proud to present her with the Golden A Award tonight. Hi, my name is Ava Mangold. For my future, I plan to go to college and receive my master's degree in psychology. After graduating, I plan to work for a firm for clinical therapy and continue until one day I have my own firm. I want to thank my profound educator, Ms. Hotaling, for helping me get to where I am today. Ms. Hotaling has believed in me and my ability and has always encouraged me to follow my dreams. When I took her creative writing class back in 10th grade, I had no idea the friendships I would make, not only with my classmates, but with my wonderful teacher. I had no idea that I would be given so much support to do what makes me happy and to follow my dreams. She has always been there for me when I needed it most and has always lifted me up. Thank you, Ms. Hotaling, for all that you've done for me and for always believing in me.
Joseph Hunt is honoring William Mays.
Good evening. My name is Spike Hunt. Tonight I will be honoring Derek Mays as my profound educator. Through the years, he has helped me in very unimaginable ways, and from the FFA trips to the school outings around school, he never ceased to make school an adventure. Thank you.
Shaylee Jernigan is honoring Mary Ellen Johnson.
name is Shaylee Jernigan. It's hard to put into words what someone truly means to you, especially when that someone has become like you. Today, I have the honor of nominating a person who has been more than just a teacher to me. Mary Ellen Johnson has been a mentor, a guide, and a constant in my life. From the very beginning, she saw something in me I hadn't yet found in myself, or even seen in myself. She believed in me when I didn't know I was worth believing in. When I walked into her classroom, I didn't just feel like a student. I felt safe, seen, and cared for. She has an incredible gift of knowing when something is wrong without a word being spoken. She never lets me fall too far before reaching out a hand, not just as a teacher, but as someone who truly loves the people she works with. She pushed me, guided me, and lifted me in the ways I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. After high school, I plan on pursuing my bachelor's in nursing. With Miss Johnson as my profound educator, she has poured her knowledge into me and her passion, which has pushed me towards this dream. So it's with deep gratitude, love, and admiration that I nominate Mary Ellen Johnson for this recognition, because for me and for so many others, she hasn't just changed lives, she's become a part of them. Thank you.
Low-key High Believer is honoring Skylar Andre.
Hello, my name is Loki Aberdeen, and after high school, I will be attending college for veterinary technician at Randolph College. My profound educator that I chose is Miss Andre. Miss Andre didn't really impact my life, but she did encourage me to continue my education and made me look forward to coming to her class every day. She was and still is my favorite teacher that I have ever had in school, and I'm so glad she was my teacher during high school. Ms. Ondrick is funny, caring, and always making her students happy, and she is always engaging in her students' conversation to give us helpful advice. Thank you, Ms. Ondrick.
Lorelei Appel is honoring Ryan Pigg.
Hello, my name is Lorelei Appel. After I graduate, I plan to attend George Mason University to study forensic science. I have developed a passion for this field as it intertwines my love for science, math, problem solving, and making a positive impact in the world. This evening, I would like to express my appreciation for someone who has had a meaningful influence on my life, Mr. Pigg. I chose to highlight Mr. Pigg as my profound educator because he recognized potential in me that not all teachers took the time to witness. Even during moments of self-doubt, he encouraged me to persevere. His belief in my abilities helped me find confidence in myself over time. I can still remember the time in class when I was completely stuck on math problems. I would feel frustrated and be close to giving up. That's when Mr. Pigg would come sit with me and walk me through it step by step until it finally clicked. These moments made me realize that despite the struggles, I was still smart enough. It wasn't about the problem itself, but the way he believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Mr. Pigg was more than just an excellent teacher. He was a reliable source of support. His patience, encouragement, and consistent presence made a significant difference. His support served as a reminder that having the right person believe in you can truly transform one's journey. Thank you, Mr. Pigg, for helping me discover my strength and being such an important part of my educational path.
Elizabeth Armstrong and Mackenzie Mackenzie Gibson are honoring Betty Stinson. And Ms. Stinson couldn't be with us here tonight.
My name is Elizabeth Armstrong. After high school, I plan to attend James Madison University to receive either a mechanical or electrical degree, engineering degree. My profound educator is my AP government teacher, Ms. Stinson. I have only had Ms. Stinson for 1 year, but in that year, she has impacted me. Ms. Stinson always has strong faith in her students and always makes sure it is known. She encouraged me to join the Real World Design Challenge team. During meetings, she gave my team constant reminders of how well our skills are, which provided unconditional support. While she was very encouraging during those meetings, she also had the same attitude during class towards all of her students. She offered snacks and water and told us every day without fail, to be safe and make good choices, always making sure we knew she cared about her students. Anyone can count on her to bring a positive outlook to the table, which I value a lot. Thank you, Ms. Stinson, for being a great asset to my senior year and high school career overall. Today, I am dedicating my Golden A Award to Ms. Stinson. She always makes class fun and engaging for everyone. She keeps us entertained with stories and jokes every day. I love hearing her stories, whether they're from her childhood or something that happened the day before. She keeps us laughing, but she also uses her stories to help us understand the lesson better. She encourages us to ask questions and to share her stories too. She always uses jokes to make the more serious topics more lighthearted. She always gives us plenty of time to complete our work in class, so we don't have to take it home and finish it. I happen to have her for the last class of the day, and her class is a nice way to wind down after a long day of school. I'll miss seeing her big smile when I walk into the classroom, and I'll miss her stories and her jokes. Thank you for making my senior year a lot less stressful.
Alexis Beam is honoring Laurel Kanata.
Hi, my name is Alexis Beam, and I'm attending Longwood University in the fall. Ms. Knopf is a very influential educator for me. Whenever I became interested in a current event, she helped me look for more information on the story and allowed me to learn more. She then would challenge me to question assumptions, dig deeper into the issue, and seek the truth, things that a great journalist would do. After being in her classroom, I now know that journalism is not just about relaying facts, but rather it is about connecting with people, understanding their experiences, and giving voice to those who are often unheard. This has allowed me to create my own opinions that sculpt my personal identity and values. But not just that, she has helped me realize my love for journalism. Ms. Knopf created a safe space for me to write and talk about events that I care for. I am thankful to have her as an educator because she has made me a better journalist, writer, and overall person.
James Bell and Mary Garrison are honoring Michael Jacobs.
Good evening. I'm James Bell, and the educator I've chosen to talk about is Mike Jacobs. He has been my English teacher as well as my middle school and high school cross-country coach. He's been an amazing role model, coach, and friend to me, setting great expectations and pushing me to be the best version of myself that I can be. Whether it be in school, sports, or plans for the future, he has certainly earned the title professional, profound educator, so thanks for everything.
For the past few years, I've been dreamed of becoming a physical therapist and will be attending James Madison University in the fall to pursue this. Before I continue on this path, though, I want to take a moment to honor somebody who has been significant in my education. I want to take everyone on a little trip down memory lane. Think back to March 15, 2020, when the world shut down and everybody was so happy to have a 2-week break from boring, mundane daily life.
Though, as time progressed and the shutdown got extended, it wasn't much fun anymore. Eventually, we had to go back to school. Now, in a regular school year, students were in each class for about 150 hours. But everything was a little bit funky in 8th grade. I only went on Mondays and Wednesdays. I only had 4 classes. They lasted an hour and a half each, and they only lasted for 1 semester. This meant I only had 39 hours with each teacher. There's a big difference between 150 and 39 hours. And this difference can be extreme in how much of an impact any teacher could have made during this time. Despite this, one of these teachers was quite profound in my education. This teacher was Mr. J. However, I've been dealing with him for a lot longer than 39 hours. In fact, I've been dealing with him for almost 8 years now. And these 8 years have included babysitting for his kids, going to his birthday parties, hockey games, big suburbans and BC boys, and even stuffing my face with chicken wings. Throughout all of my time here, he has supported me in so many different ways, so I want to thank him by honoring him with this award.
Aaliyah Blair is honoring Kathleen Ayala.
Good evening, seniors, families, friends, and educators. My name is Aaliyah Blair, and I attend Central Virginia Governor School in addition to Amherst. In the fall of 2025, I will be attending Virginia Tech, and I plan on majoring in business with a minor in accounting. As a recipient of the Golden A, I am truly honored, but I must preface that this was not a lone effort. I would like to thank my mother as well as all of my teachers and mentors whom I've had the privilege of getting to know and learn from. However, I would like to thank one in particular. My profound educator is Mrs. Kathleen Ayala. I had Mrs. Ayala as an English teacher for both my sophomore and junior years. I am the first one to admit that I procrastinated on nearly every assignment, and I still do. However, I just want to tell Mrs. Ayala that I'm very grateful for her for always encouraging me to do my work and believing in me, even when I had self-doubts. In addition to being a teacher, she is also one of my biggest supporters. We often had casual conversations and got to know each other well, and to this day, I can say that we still keep in touch. And although she may not be a teacher anymore, more specifically my teacher, she still plays a major role in my life. Thank you, Mrs. Ayala, for all that you do and all that you did and continue to do. You're changing lives every day.
Denasia Brown and Amira Harris are honoring Melanie Coleman.
I am Denasia Brown, and I plan to attend the University of Virginia School of Nursing this fall. For the past 4 years, I have been blessed to have Ms. Coleman as my teacher. Every year, Ms. Coleman has pushed me to come out of my shell, and here I am, nearing the end of my senior year, and I have finally shed my shell. Ms. Coleman has taught me many things during my time at the high school, but I believe the most important is to enjoy the moment and the people you are with in that moment, because you will never get it back. I am recognizing Ms. Coleman as my profound educator because not only does she teach us quality singing techniques, but she also teaches us life lessons and encourages us to be ourselves. She has given us many unique opportunities and enabled us to make memories that we will never forget. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amira Harris, and I'd like to take a moment to share a bit about my journey and the reason we are here today. After high school, I'm excited to attend the Winston-Salem State University, where I'll be majoring in pre-nursing. My goal is to eventually become a labor and delivery nurse, helping bring new life into the world and be there for families through such an important moment in life. But as I stand here today, I know that my path to this point hasn't been shaped by what I've done. It's been shaped by the people who've supported me along the way. One person in particular has had a huge influence on me. I'll never forget my 9th grade year when I walked into her class and she asked, "Do you like to sing?" with With no thinking at all, I told her I don't really have a choice. At the time, I didn't realize that her simple question would be the beginning of a journey that would push me to discover a passion I never knew I had. She didn't let me hide behind my doubts or insecurities. She saw potential in me when I couldn't see it in myself. And she's the reason I stand here today, confident in my voice and my abilities both in music and in life. But her influence didn't stop at music. She helped me see what it truly meant to be a strong woman, someone who can rise above challenges and reach for something bigger than herself. She's taught me that I'm capable of more than I've ever imagined and that I should never settle for less than my best. Her impact has been immeasurable. She's not just my teacher, she's been a mentor, a guide, and a source of strength. And for all of that, I'm incredibly thankful. Her name is Melanie Coleman, and I will always be grateful for the way she's helped me grow. Thank you.
Haley Craig is honoring Terry O'Hara.
Good evening, everyone. I chose Miss Terry Sue O'Hara, my favorite teacher, as my profound educator. She has not only helped me in the classroom, she's helped me through life, teaching me that I need to be nicer when I say things. I need to keep some things to myself, and some people will do horrible things, but that doesn't shape you who you are as a person, it's how you deal with them. I love her, and I'm so grateful for Andrews County Public Schools for hiring her, Miss Terry Sue O'Hara.
Avery Campbell is honoring Dabney Doss.
So it's going to be a little hard to top all the speeches that we heard today, especially since the one that I wrote isn't all the best. But my name is Avery Campbell. And after high school, I plan to go to college, get my business degree, and hopefully go to culinary school after that and maybe open my own restaurant. It's all in the works. But my profound educator that I chose is Ms. Doss. And it's funny because the year that I actually had her, we didn't actually see each other in person. It was all over Google Meet. And so we just spent like every day talking about our days and, talking about all the different aspects of, school and stuff. I didn't really learn much that year, but it was pretty funny. And so to have her as a teacher that year kind of made everything feel a lot less quarantined, I guess. It made the school year a lot better. And so I want to thank her for that and everything that we got to experience together.
William Carver is honoring Terry Coates.
Good evening, my name is Will Carver. I'm honored to stand before you all today and honor a profound educator in my academic career. As I look into the future and my plans to attend Liberty University in the fall, I find it necessary to look back to where this academic journey all started. Tonight I will be honoring my first grade teacher, Miss Coates. The 6 to 7-year-old version of myself really looked up to Miss Coates in the way she clearly cared for each individual student, carried herself with kindness, and saw the potential in each student. 11 years later, I look up to her just as much. As a student, I obtained the most information when I felt safe and cared for, and Ms. Coates never failed to treat each student this way. Thank you, Ms. Coates, for being a shining example of what it means to leave lasting footprints on the hearts of everyone you come across.
Amber Cash is honoring Chris Moore.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Nikki Cash, and after high school, I'm going into the United States Navy to do naval intelligence. The educator who was the most impactful to me was Coach Moore. The first day of football practice for his first year, my 11th grade year, I walked on the field, and I just seen that Coach Moore was a really great coach. And then my 11th grade year, I took pre-cal, and I wanted to ask him for help about everything, and he always asked about my grades in there. Well, one day my grade in there was not very good. And Coach Moore pushed me to study really hard. Well, at the end of that year, I passed, and I got the credits I needed to pass a college class. So thank you, Coach Moore, for everything you've ever done for me. He's very dedicated to his work, and he also takes tremendous pride in the things that he does. His words have truly motivated me and pushed me to do better in my life. He challenges the kids he teaches, but it's only to see the potential they have in them. Thank you so much for all you've done.
Kayla Christian is honoring Cassie Wilson.
Hi everyone, my name is Kayla Christian, and tonight I'm here to recognize Cassie Wilson as not just an educator, but as my aunt. As an educator, Cassie has always pushed me to be the best student I can be, and has always been there when I needed a helping hand. Along with this, she has inspired me athletically as well. With Cassie playing D1 softball, I've always looked up to her as a role model. With her help, I am now able to continue my dream of playing college softball. She has always pushed me to be the best that I can be and supported me through my goals. I am beyond proud to have her as a role model in my life and to be able to call her my aunt.
Carly Coleman is honoring Patricia Emmert.
Hello, my name is Carly Coleman, and my plans after graduation is to attend Liberty University to further my education in law and someday pursue my dreams in becoming a lawyer. If you would have told me that I would be in advanced theater and a dance captain for show choir 4 years ago, I would have definitely laughed in your face. Because I was not one for speaking in front of crowds. I have chosen Miss Emmer to be my profound educator today because all throughout my high school career, this wonderful woman has pushed me to become the person I am today. And has also pushed me and encouraged me to come out of my shell and shine like I do. When I was first put in your class 9th grade year, I remember being scared for my life, and then going home and telling my mom that I was not going to last. But now that I don't want to leave. You have always taken chances and believed in me, and I cannot thank you enough. Miss Emmer, you may not know this, but you have helped me in ways that you are going to reflect in my life and my future career. Thank you, Miss Emmer.
Audrey Collins is honoring Lynn Tolley.
Hello everyone, my name is Audrey Collins, and one day I hope to become a nuclear engineer. However, I never would have made it this far without my education and the foundation of that education and the people who've supported me. So I'd like to reflect a little bit on this time. The extent to what I could have achieved these past 12 years was unlimited due to the overwhelming support that I have received at Amherst County Public Schools. I am so grateful that the first person I can say to call the most profound educator I have had has been Mrs. Tolley, my kindergarten teacher. From the beginning, Mrs. Tolley believed in me and encouraged me when I had no idea what was going on. I distinctly remember at the end of the year being terrified to go to first grade because it was the most scary thing that could happen to me. And she said that I would be great. She handed me a little purple notebook and told me to write. I'm proud to say that I still have that little purple notebook and have never stopped writing since. Mrs. Hawley, you are the reason that I have made it this far and that I ever thought that I would be here before you. For that, I am so grateful for the lasting impact that you have had on me and countless other students before me. Thank you.
We have Avery Cox and Carly Ogden are honoring Lindsay President.
Hi, my name's Avery Cox, and after high school I hope to pursue a career in radiology through CVCC, as well as obtaining a bachelor's degree in the biomedical field at the University of Lynchburg. I have chosen to honor Mrs. Presnell as my profound educator. She has taught me the ins and outs of biology and anatomy for the past 2 to 3 years. By having the opportunity to take her classes, they have inspired me to continue my interest into the radiology and biomedical field. Though she gave us piles of activities to do, she always had snacks. I was almost never hungry in the class, and even now in my internship with her. However, she couldn't always keep up with her keys from time to time, but she could always notice when I wasn't in the best mood. She has not only taught me biology and anatomy, but she has taught me many life lessons, like keeping up with my keys.
Hi, my name is Carly Ogden, and most people know me as KK. I plan to attend the University of Lynchburg to be a physician assistant in neurology. I knew I wanted to be a physician assistant for the longest time, but in Ms. Presnell's anatomy class is where I really decided what field I wanted to be in. She has influenced me in many ways and has been there for me all throughout high school, and I want to thank her for that. Thank you for all that you do, Ms. Presnell.
Bayla Cunningham and Celeste Hunter are honoring Christina Ford.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bayla Cunningham, and I will be attending the University of Lynchburg this fall semester to major in exercise physiology and later earn my doctorate of physical therapy. Today, I want to take a moment to celebrate an exceptional teacher who has made a significant impact on my life, Ms. Christina Ford. She is not only an amazing educator, but an enormous source of encouragement and an unwavering support system, which is why I've chosen her as my profound educator. What sets Ms. Ford apart isn't just her knowledge or skill in teaching, though those are wonderful. It's her kindness and the way she makes every student feel seen, heard, and valued. Ms. Ford has always gone above and beyond, whether it's staying after class to help a student with a tricky subject or offering words of encouragement on a tough day. I had a smile on my face in every class that I spent with Ms. Ford because of her positive energy and outlook on life. She always wanted her students to feel comfortable and confident in her class, and that is always so important. She was always inclusive and supportive towards me and every single student in the room, no matter what. Ms. Ford's patience and understanding have inspired me to treat others with the same kindness and generosity she has shown me and countless other students. So thank you, Ms. Ford, for being not only a wonderful teacher, but also a great friend. You've made a huge difference in my life, and for that, I'm so grateful.
Hello,
My name is Celeste Hunter, and after high school, I plan to attend VCU for their dental hygiene program. Today, I'd like to take a moment about someone who has had a huge impact on my high school experience, my teacher, Ms. Ford. Over the past 3 years, Ms. Ford has not only been an incredible teacher, but a constant source of support, guidance, and encouragement. From the very beginning, she made it clear that she cared about her students far beyond just the classroom. Whether it was helping me with a difficult assignment or offering advice when I felt stuck, she was always there for me. One of the things I appreciate most about Ms. Ford is how she's always taken the time to listen. High school can be very stressful, and there are many times when I needed someone to talk to. Ms. Ford was always there with a listening ear, ready to offer advice or just provide a little reassurance when I needed it most. As I began preparing for college, Ms. Ford was there every step of the way. She gave me valuable advice on how to approach college applications, offered tips on writing strong essays, and even talked to me about what to expect during the transition from high school to college. She has always encouraged me to strive for my best, not just academically, but personally. Thank you, Ms. Ford, for everything you've done. Your guidance, support, and unwavering encouragement has made such a difference in my life.
And we have come to the end of our program. Dr. Crawford.
All right, let's give one more big round of applause for all of our students. This is one of my favorite events of the year, not just because we get to honor our students, which we're going to honor you a lot over the course of the next few weeks, but because they get to honor their profound educators. So I just want to say thank you to the friends, the family members, and all of their support staff for getting them to this point, because as many of them said, they did not do it on their own. So thank you to the profound educators. I think somebody said, I think it was Danielle that said earlier, that there's a child in her profound educators class that she's impacting right now, and you don't even know it. You impact lives every single day, and that's why you're sitting here. To the students, it is your job now to go out and be profound. It is your job to go out and make an impact on others, and I know that you all will. So thank you. Enjoy the ride. You've only got a few weeks left, so take it all in. It'll go by as quickly as it can. Congratulations, and thank you all for coming.